I got $500 in cash in case they don't take Amex. She wanted to see me, so now I'm headed to the annex. Sorority house, she snuck me in. She tried to keep quiet, couldn't hold it in. I mean, the bed was too springy.
I am heading to India.
I found her on Hingy. Life is a movie, but the only acting I do is acting on impulse. No.
Why India? As I may have said in some of the past episodes, my parents actually moved to India back in August. So now we're on our way to the airport to go travel there. First of all, we have a 45-minute flight to Finland, and then in Finland there's a 2-hour layover, and then we're heading to New Delhi with Finnair. It's quite an exciting trip. Never been to India, never been anywhere really close or remotely similar to that. So it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna try to record a little bit because I still do have quite some work to do on this trip. Store for most of the time. I have my Venture Pals app that I'm trying to launch, so there's quite a lot of stuff to do. I really hope that the airplane has Wi-Fi so that I can do some work on the plane. It would be pretty sick to record like a productivity video in the sky. I really hope that there's some seats left so I don't have to sit next to somebody, because then it would be easy to like put the camera over there and film whatever I'm doing. So if the plane has Wi-Fi, let's hope for that. But this video is going to be like a little bit of an India trip, a little bit of productivity, a little bit of a mix of kind of stuff, so lifestyle, all that, you know, various different things. And yeah, let's get into it.
I got Ronnie's in the back, on my way to King Street. Uber Black doing 80 in a 50. You can hear me coming way before I'm near you. Bass so loud it shook the condo on the rear view. Yeah, I'm a big screen bunda. All I see is green, you don't see color. Yeah, and my dream.
Flying is rough, man. It's been like 7 hours. We have half an hour to go. I've worked for 1 hour, watched Top Gun Maverick for 2 hours, great movie, and slept for 4, so that's pretty good. I realized that I printed the wrong visa, so we'll see if I even get into the country, because instead of printing a copy of a visa, I just printed the application form, so it's a little bit messy, but now it's a good time to put the face screen, put the contact, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, see you in India.
Yeah, I feel like Shah Rukh Khan, 20,000 fans on the lawn, I can never do no wrong, running up from Bombay to Milan, see me when you turn your TV on, yeah, I feel like Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. Alright, so we're at my parents' apartment complex. This is where I'm going to be staying for this week that I'm in India. As you saw, that was a little bit of the trip. Didn't really get too much work done on the plane. Got a little bit of work done now afterwards. But that's not necessarily what this is about. This is about seeing family, having Christmas, all that kind of stuff. But tomorrow morning we're going to go play golf. I'm going to try to record a little bit of that just to switch up the content on this channel. So, see you in the morning. Okay, so as you saw, I was in India a week ago, but I wasn't able to finish that video because I got sick. I got the stomach flu, which apparently you get in India, and I wasn't able to avoid that. So I recorded a little bit like lifestyle stuff there, but now I'm going to show you a little bit of where we're at with this Venture Pals app. So I was working on this a little bit while in India, as well as on the flight back, but as I said, I got sick, so the last 2 days essentially were just, I didn't do anything. So it was a little bit of a shame, but it was still a good time. I had a good trip there, but now we're back in Sweden, we're back to the grind, we're back to the regular routine, which feels pretty good. I tend to feel a little bit whack when I'm out of the routines, like when I'm not working, when I'm not going to the gym, doing that, all that regular kind of stuff. So now it's feeling pretty good that we're back. It was nice to visit family, but it's also nice to be back working. So we're actually pretty close to a beta launch, or like an MVP launch of this Venture Pals app. So I've built the main pages, I've built all of the pages which we need for an MVP essentially. I just have some fine tuning to do, add some push notifications, add some like block remove users, etc, some minor bugs. We have some lists that are bugging a little bit, we have a swiper which is bugging, but this app is pretty complete. So here we have the dashboard. It shows your weekly progress as well as your pals weekly progress. So as you know, you have a Venture Pal for that particular week, and this will show their progress and where they're at for that week. Then we have tasks, which is your list of tasks essentially. You can press plus and you'll get this added. I've shown all this in the past, how the code works, so I won't really be going over it. But these two features are new. First of all, we have a swiping kind of Tinder feature. It's not really like Tinder because it's more detailed. You have some more stuff here, so it's not really meant to be like looks focused. It's meant to be whatever you put here. So let me show you how this works. This is in this swipe page widget, and what this does is that it uses this function, fetch user profiles, which we have in the swipe service. And fetch user profiles it does by doing a query snapshot of all the users and check in for IDs which are not excluded. And excluded IDs is just another function which is fetch excluded IDs. And here what we do is we take the current users and their current user ID. We check for their liked users, because all of the users which are already liked, we're not going to show them in the swiping because they've already been liked. And we do the exact same thing for all disliked users. So when you swipe on someone, it updates a document inside of your user collection that has a liked users table and a disliked users table. So we can use this to, one, in the future if we want to remove stuff, like say after 2 months all of your disliked users disappear, and after 1 month all of your liked users disappear, maybe something like that. We can do that, but we can also keep track on when a user disliked or liked a particular other user. And this also unlocks some optionality to add this to like a premium feature where you can pay to see who's liked you, etc. In the future. But essentially you fetch these IDs, and then based on these IDs, we take this and we turn this into a list, and then we check for every profile in profiles that does not have an ID which is in the list of excluded IDs. We want to build a swipe card. So if we go to build swipe cards and we check the definition there, sorry, that was this one. We take a column and we make a container with this kind of little circular, or not circular, but like rounded borders, and we make this a gray card. And this gray card then contains a couple of things, like it contains the name, it contains your tags, and etc. The profile card we can see down here. So it has a sized box with the profile name as like a heading, and then we have the tagline as a subheading. From there we have a circular little picture, which is a cached network image, meaning that once you've loaded it, it will be cached on your device, so you won't really have to fetch this every single time, which saves a little bit of data usage from both the user's end and our end. And then it displays a bio as well as some of these interests. And also there's this interest display widget, which I use for other things, but it's used to take a list of widgets and display them as a little like chip list here. How this then works is that you can go up, and using this package, let me find it here. Using this package, which is called swiping cards, we can then implement this, which is if you like, nope, or super like. So for example, I can then like Herman, and then it says I liked Herman, and Herman's now been added to the list of liked users in my directory. I can take Anders Anderson and I can dislike him. So how this works now is that it fetches these again, but it shouldn't do that. So this is a bug I need to fix, because now it shouldn't be any more profiles available because I've liked or disliked some. But then it should display this: no more profiles available, invite some. But then once you've liked someone, they also liked you, you get a match. And once you've matched with someone, they will appear here in matches. So then you can view their profile a little bit more detailed. See here we have a request pending. And then for example here I've sent a request that Joel then accepted. He had to press accept, and then it shows you're now venture pals. And once you're matched, you can also start chatting with them. So then they will appear in this venture pals, and your current venture pal will always be highlighted in green, and then the past ones will be displayed here once you've had more. And how this little chat page work is, let me go to that one, is this. Cancel chat page. So this is actually a little bit complicated, because it has this function which is send message. Then it will take a collection, it will generate a chat ID, and then it will go to the messages in that particular chat. So every 2 users on the app that have started a chat will have a chat ID, and in here you'll be able to find all the messages. Therefore we'll be able to use this app a little bit quicker, because you won't have to fetch all messages. You will just have to fetch the chat IDs which are relevant to your particular user, making this a little bit quicker. And then there's the send message, which is just a function of adding this to the messages collection in Firebase Firestore. And then just this little layout or UI essentially, which is a little name at the top. Oh, sorry, down here it is, which is a stream builder, where you take all of the chats and you build a little stream with a list view. So all of this is essentially a list view, and then I have this logic to is sent by current user to depend on, should it be aligned to the left, or should it be aligned to the gray, should it be blue, or should it be gray? So that's how this chat page works. It's relatively simple. I've always thought it was more complicated. In the beginning you can also send some standard messages. Maybe in the future I'll implement this a little bit cleaner, because now this is like individual gesture detectors that are wrapped with containers here. So I'll probably make that a little bit better. But how that works then is you can type whatever, send a message, just like any regular chat app. Then I need to implement notifications. So that's pretty much where we're at with Venture Pals. We've come quite far. and we have the task logic. I need to add this a little bit. So now what's missing is some push notifications, like some details here where you can delete a task, share a task, all that kind of stuff. And also the social features, which is going to be here, where you can comment if you're the current venture pal. You can comment on a particular task. And then also we do have a little bit of a bug, because for example now it seems like we have 3 tasks here, but if I take some tasks which were not generated today and I filter again, we have more tasks. So that's also one of the bugs which we need to solve for. And also here, if I get too many tasks on the home page, they become stuck. So that's also one of the bugs I need to solve for. And then we have some minor things, like we're gonna add some about the app, we're gonna add my subscription, some settings, my profile, maybe make it a little bit better so you can add a tagline, because currently we're using a tagline but it's not possible to change that. Put a little pen on the image, etc. But that's pretty much it. We've come quite far, and I'm quite happy with how it's going. So yeah, hopefully, or not hopefully, we should be able to launch an MVP in January. It's currently the 13th of January, so we're on quite good track. I'm quite happy, and yeah, it seems like I'm getting a hang of this launching apps thing. So I'm very happy with how this is going. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the random stuff in India at the beginning of this video and a little bit of a code explanation now at the end. If you want to continue following this series and see how it goes with Venture Pals, don't forget to sign up to Venture Pals so you'll be able to get early access, because if you're watching my videos, you probably have some kind of interest in finding someone who can keep you accountable and help you stay accountable to your tasks. So it's a pretty good app. I've been doing it with Joel, this guy that I'm making it with, for like half a year, and I do find it pretty useful, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace!